そして見事に地下100階層を制覇した者にはこの俺に挑戦する権利を授けてやろう。いじってないだろ。てめえの
After Diablo slaughtered nearly all of the underworld, in search of worthy beings to serve his master, he comes back to Rimuru with a total of only 10 demons. But what Rimuru didn't know is that Diablo had simply recruited 3 beings like him, primordial. Veldora is attacked by his older sister, Belgrind. Fearing that Rimuru will be affected, he cuts the connection with him. Rimuru, knowing the situation, he goes to Veldora. Veldora was attacked and had his mind manipulated. Rimuru faces 2 true dragons alone.
But is always saved by the heroine Chloe, who alters the timelines to always save her beloved.
As Rimuru arrived to the location where Veldora and the enemies were, he gazed at the enemy's forces. Wisdom Lord Raphael had advised that it was dangerous, but Rimuru shut her up and ordered, "Do something." Solution: understood. Commencing implementation of optimal strategy. In my rage, I had resolved to confront 2 of the true dragons, and appeared in front of the enemy. Demon Lord Rimuru had appeared. Seeing him, "Oh, so you came here noticing your owner was stolen. Coming here without a single underling, it seems you don't possess a shred of intelligence. Make haste and rid me of this fool." Emperor Rudra uninterestedly ridiculed him, but his words did not reach Rimuru. During this time, the Eastern Empire truly believed that Veldora was the strongest in Tempest, and Rimuru was just using the true dragon power as his own. Rimuru, acting quick, already planned out the tactical conditions for victory. In this situation, they were: recover Veldora, eliminate the threat, massacre every one of the Imperials. That was all. Recovering Veldora was the absolute condition, and took the highest priority. There were very few who were cautious of Rimuru's sudden appearance. Currently, with the capture of Veldora, the Empire had a great advantage. Therefore, a single demon lord coming out was nothing in comparison to the threat from the recent appearance of a true dragon, a demon lord who had only come after they had captured one of the strongest, a true dragon. And in addition, the fact that they now controlled two of those true dragons naturally lead to the assumption that they were not in any danger. The strongest force of the Empire was gathered there. As a result, the Royal Knights didn't feel any tension. They thought having two true dragons and the strongest army of the Empire was overkill, especially to a newly born demon lord. But little did they know that Rimuru had lost his calm in a pit of anger and was about to change the whole battle with one demonic summon. For the demons summoned by Rimuru, this was even more of a supreme pleasure. Their faces were full of joy, and they were filled with energy because now was their time to be of service. It was obvious from their demeanor how long they had been waiting for this call. As if to prove the depth of Rimuru's anger, their terrible power of destruction was about to be unleashed. The order given was very simple: kill all the enemies. In response to that order, the demons' hearts were set ablaze by their mission. As our Lord wishes, the demons, who had nothing to fear, were prepared to throw themselves into battle to serve their Lord.
True dragons, there is only 4 in all of existence. They are the highest-ranking beings to ever exist. Storm Dragon Veldora, Scorch Dragon Velgrind, Frost Dragon Velzard, and Star King Veldanava, the being who created the universe. During the Great War, Rimuru was able to beat both the Scorched Dragon and Storm Dragon alone.
Oh, I may go up. This the land of trouble. They can't do it like us. I got the fans sitting outside. Whole lot of resonance on this side. I'm on a perk on my eye. I seen a lot of y'all end up fried. I used to that with like 5.
Rudra was never the tyrant history would paint him as, nor the invincible ruler his followers believed in. He was a man who dreamed too big, who bore the weight of an empire on fragile shoulders, only to be consumed by a will that was never his own. Velgrind, Kondu, and Damrada mourned not the emperor who fell, but the man they once knew, the one who laughed, who fought for unity, who never wanted to rule through fear. But fate had been cruel, twisting his ideals until even he was unrecognizable. Rimuru saw the reflection of his own path in Rudra's tragedy, a ruler striving for peace yet walking a razor's edge between salvation and control. If not for the people beside him, could he have ended the same? This was never a battle of good versus evil. Guy Crimson knew that better than anyone. Rudra had been his greatest rival, his fiercest opposition, but also the only one who truly understood him. And now, he was gone. No victory, no justice, just the quiet mourning of those who had lost something irreplaceable.
Then, do you have any last words? Rimuru asked him. Accepting defeat, Michael thought to himself. How could he have lost when he had outperformed them in every way? He could not find the answer. That's why he asked a different question rather than sighing in defeat. Who are you? To which Rimuru replied with a puzzled look. I'm just a slime.
You're insecure.